camera doesn't fall on its arse. We are live, children, but what I need is, there they are. They've joined, but they need to request to join. They need to request, they didn't waste any time. They are going to be with me any second. Oh, well, look at that. Amazing.
Hello.
Darlings.
Hey, how's it going?
It's good. I need a wave, first of all, from the... No, because we've never met. We've only spoken. I need to know who's who. Who's Giiz?
Gizmo, I'm the bassist. I work on a lot of the photography and video.
Gizzy, darling, you've got wonderful photos, can I tell you?
Yeah.
Thank you, darling. And vocals is Gabe.
Yeah, we all do vocals, but yes, Gabe.
But I know you do. But for the vocals on "I" was you.
Yeah, that's yes.
Yes. How are you? Where you are? You're in. What time have you got there? 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
1:05 on the dot.
Yeah.
Somebody's just come on. One of your. I don't know. Somebody's just joined it and exclaimed, "Oh shit," which you can see there.
Yeah, we.
What a lovely opening gambit. Anyway, I'm sure you know them.
Thanks for having us.
No, you're welcome. But somebody decided to say, "Oh shit," which is hi. Well, welcome.
Yeah.
So guys,
some of the friends, some of the homies.
He's laughing. Hi. Louis joined us. They're all people could listen. We're here with the Hellers. They're live from California. If you want to ask questions, here with me, Dayna TG. You're welcome to ask questions, but I'm doing that first so everyone can shut it and wait. Okay, so hi to everybody. You see, I do wave to them so they don't think that they feel left out. Right, so Gabe and Giiz, the Hellers.
Hello.
How did that come about, my darlings? We'll go back to both your histories and the whole bands in a minute, but how did the Hellers come about? Tell us all about the Hellers. Hella cool. Tell.
Well, it kind of started off with just more of just a project. We were trying to get together as just musicians after kind of realizing that being a little grown up and working with everyone's schedules really wasn't going to work as being a big band. We kind of just realized that it'd be better just to churn out music, just to produce strictly music. So we started as the Hooligan Social Club, and as not necessarily like a designated roster, but anybody, if we wanted female vocals, we would have some female vocals. If we wanted keys, we would have keys, or whatnot. And it ended up becoming a 9-piece band, and we had a 5-piece horn section, and we were cranking out some music. And eventually things kind of whittled down to us 5. It was with Manny and Jared at the time, and then we had another trombonist, but we kind of solidified it as the Hellas, and then we kept it trooping from 2016.
Yeah.
So it evolved from 2016, from the other one into the Hellas.
Yeah, we started more on the lighter side of things, and then the election happened, and then things got a little heavier. So, yeah. But yeah, we've been pretty much pushing since then with the goal of putting out a record, which is something we're working towards.
When do you think that? So, you're going to put. So you've done sort of singles and an EP kind of thing. But
Yeah.
when do you think you're going to get this album out? I know it's not easy at the minute.
Our goal for the record is this year, 2021. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So have you been recording? Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. We've been in the studio. We've been in District Studio in San Jose, California, with Ryan Paris. He's been he's recorded all the singles that we have out right now.
Yeah.
And the relationship's pretty good. You know, he helps us on the creative side, so you know, kind of gives us an extra ear, and we kind of appreciate that relationship. So, but yeah, I mean, we're all on the same page for the goal of turning out an EP this year, followed up by a full-length record. And yeah, we're all excited. We got like a good chemistry going. We got momentum going. We've been lucky enough to like still practice during the pandemic. A lot of people can barely get in the studio, so we're just fortunate to like all be healthy. And one of us is actually getting vaccinated today. That's why they're not here. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, things are looking like up. So we're excited.
How's it working there, vax-wise? Are you so here? It's going by age. I know it's different. We've got a healthcare system. It's different. We're very lucky. Okay, so it's going by age here. So the 80s have been done. Now they're on the 70s and 60s aren't yet, like by age. And unless you are an essential worker or it depends what you do. You may have to be vaccinated earlier. But how is it doing for you? Have you guys got to pay for it, or are you getting given it? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. We can still hear you.
You're back. Okay, so it's all right. We froze. There was a suspension of time. Do you get given it, or have you got to pay for it?
I think it's offered free to healthcare workers first, the elderly and the healthcare workers first. But yeah, America kind of is a free for all. Like there isn't really like a lot of order going on. Some people are kind of getting it. Oh yeah, here and there. So it's kind of hard to say.
But are you getting it given to you, or have you got to pay for it like you have to do with everything?
I think that our member Manny, who is his company, is paying for it. So.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it's a really
a healthcare worker. Yeah.
Okay. That's really messy, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So everybody's just trying to play catch up. You know, nobody knows really. This thing caught everybody by surprise. So it's kind of
no.
It's hard, but I try with a grain of salt. You know.
No, of course. I'm just saying it's quite messy compared to we're getting it in order. We know we're getting it. You are not. That you've not been told you're going to get it, or I know we're not talking about music. We're diverting. But we'll come back. But I'm just saying, in America, it's just a bit like I was expecting you to say, right, we have to pay for it out for health insurance or we get given it. But you're not. It's a random thing. Messy. It's messy.
Yeah. It's still pretty much to be determined. We don't really know.
Okay. I feel for you guys.
Yeah. Like I said, one of us is getting it. So it's a little bit easier.
Yes, of course.
It's a little less stressful in trying to schedule practice or trying to schedule studio time, and we're trying to be safe the whole time. So we'll make it work, and hopefully with all the obstacles we can still put out our record this year.
Good. Have you got you don't have to tell me, but have you planned? It's like having a baby. Have you planned a name for the album yet or not?
I think it's still to be determined. We don't know. I think because we have a good amount of tracks, and I think once we solidify the tracks and get the full feeling of it, maybe the name will kind of come to us.
You might have to have us back on.
Yeah.
Of course, I'll have you back on. Darn, of course. Maybe you'll have to. Maybe you can actually play a track.
Oh yeah,
that would be really cool. That would be really cool. So you play bass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you play a mean bass.
Well, I appreciate
Just so you know, a mean ass bass. Yeah, especially on I. Damn, that bass is good.
I know. I've spotlighted some basses before on there too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I love. It's the first thing I hear on a track. That's just how I've sort of musically grown up. That's the first thing I hear first. So it's just good bass, and then the drums, and then that's it for me. That's the first sort of things that I hear is bass and drums first. But I don't know why. But there we go. So you guys, I know you can't speak for everybody else, but you guys are here. So what happened with either of you? Growing up, what were you listening to that brought you to this space and this sort of juncture of music? I know it's actually there's quite a mixture in your stuff, but it's like a slight crossover, which I love. Everything. Nothing should all sound the same. You can't. I can't pigeonhole you, which I kind of love, really. So how did you? I mean, either of you, what were you listening to growing up?
I think we were like at a young age listening to ska and punk. Like we kind of grew up like with that, and we're lucky to come from like the East Bay, which puts out we're talking Operation Ivy, Rancid, Green Day, a lot of like pop punk, ska, like great influences, So we were just always listening to that. The Aquabats, I think, was like my first first like live show, and Giz actually took me. He's a little older than me, and we all went together. So like our first experience together, like
It was a ska
yeah,
show.
was a ska show. So it kind of like stuck with us, and you know, and we're
It was like 2005, things like that.
yeah.
You've known each other a long time, you two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've us and the drummer Jared, we've all been friends since high school. Actually, all of us
That's
went
sweet.
kind of to the same high school, so it's kind of what ties us together. And you know,
That's sweet. Oh,
yeah, I know.
I
It's like a high school sweetheart kind of thing.
Yeah.
it is, but without the sex and aggravation. Anyway,
Maybe.
yeah. Oh, okay. We can share anything here. This is an open forum. Behave. Okay, so I'm kidding. Okay, so you were listening. So you were going to watch the Acrobats. Anything else that you listen to that is not this genre that you absolutely love? What else are you kind of guys into?
Yeah, we have a lot of influences. I know. I'm a trained jazz bassist. I was doing.
Are
jazz
you, sir?
From about 2001, from 2002 and 2001, I was the jazz improv champion over here at Cal State Hayward, East Bay.
Right.
So I'm kind of jazz, and I know our saxophonist Manny. He's comes from a jazz background too.
Yeah, you can hear that in Manny. You can hear it.
Oh yeah. It's hard to get him away from noodling around and just playing like a nice ska line sometimes. But man, I love Manny's chops. Manny will rip it on that thing. He brings it to life.
I agree.
Yeah.
You can hear him
But
running through it. Yeah.
And
we all love
a lot of different things.
We all listen to hip hop. We
Yeah.
all love hip hop.
A lot of hip hop, a lot of hardcore.
Yeah.
Bay Area hardcore.
Yeah.
Some stuff. A lot of hardcore.
What hip
A lot of
hop?
the local
What hip hop do you like? Tell me about your hip. I loved hip hop when I was growing up.
I mean, California, everything West Coast, you know, the Bay Area especially. We're talking Mac Dre, E40, Too Short.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Fun, yeah.
You're younger than me.
Like backpack hip hop, like Rhyme Say. Anybody else Rhyme Sayers, any Atmosphere, or any of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we try to let that influence the music, I guess. You know, we try to, you know, put consciousness into the music, right? We kind of want to have a message as much as we. That's the good thing about ska and reggae is the music can kind of be upbeat, but the lyrics can be real. They can talk about real situations, and hip hop has that element as well. So we try to.
It does.
You know,
it does.
In that same sense, where our music, you know, the vibe feels good, but we want to leave a message or something in your head that talks about something that's important to us.
Yeah. Well, hip hop is extremely frank.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But which is fine. It is just.
Yeah.
It is. It can go from It can go from absolutely anything to my bitches better have my money and all that stuff. Yeah. So it's all You remember that. You're too young for that film, I think. Half the stuff I love that's rap and hip hop, you probably love, but were you even born is the question. I mean, you're much younger than me. How old are you guys? You're like young.
86.
Wow. 86. I was 15, babes. 15.
Oh, you look great.
Old. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Yeah,
I'm 49. I'm much older than you. But my rap is like Tribe Called Quest and Dayna, like old school.
Yeah. Love Tribe.
That's jazzy. I mean, the Low End Theory is the greatest rap album ever, really. Because
I know they use a lot of those jazz.
Your man Ron Carter's on there, my darling.
Yeah.
Ron Carter is king of bass. You know that upright.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So
we love.
Okay, so
Jaco.
Yeah.
wow, you were born in '86. God, I feel really ancient suddenly. It's good. It's good. So see, somebody's just said I love the Low End Theory. There's your taste. Maybe she's old enough. I don't know. So there was lots of little comments earlier. Someone was saying that you had your hair looked really cool, Giz. Giz is looking fine with that fresh cut. They actually put another word in, but I can't on the radio because my station manager's actually watching. Hi, Jono. And so he's just waiting for me to say something bad, and I can't.
Shout out to our drummer's wife. She cuts my hair.
What's her name?
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
There.
Fresh cut. She did a fresh cut on Giz. To talk about the band and it's starting to slightly evolve. So before, the lovely Melody was in the band as well.
Yep.
And now Melody's now going to go off and do her own thing. We love Melody. She's lovely. So she's going to go off and do her own thing. And now you guys are just going to remain in that.
Yeah.
In that guys.
Yeah. The 4-piece we have is kind of like the main songwriting.
Yes, of course.
Melody was a big help, though. You know, she played some keys for us, you know, and the relationship is still good, but she's decided to leave to go start a family, you know, and that's something beautiful. So we fully support her, you know, to doing her thing. And, you know, the door is always open kind of on that. And that's how we started with the idea of the band, is like Carlos Santana, you know, he was just like the main writer, and he would always bring people in to sing the vocals for different things, or just kind of have like different, you know, people, and they would kind of change the complexity of the song. And we just wanted to kind of always be open to that kind of songwriting.
Yeah. Do you know your camera has now gone a little bit fuzzy? It might be your Wi-Fi. I can see you, but you are a bit blurred. Manny's here though. Yo, Manny.
Manny.
The Manny man, the sax man. Yeah, you are a little bit blurred, but I mean, can you see me very clearly?
Yeah, we can see you.
It doesn't matter. I can hear you. It doesn't matter. As long as we can hear each other, it's all that counts.
Well, we have a backup camera. We can try. If it ends up being better, you know. We can
you're okay. You're just a little bit pixelated, but I mean, that's just what I can see. It doesn't matter. I can still, as long as I can hear you, because really, we're on the radio. But that's all cool. Manny's here. Yo, Manny. Sup, Manny?
Manny, shot emoji.
We better stop talking about him.
Some of the tracks that you were playing, Dayna, were pretty cool. PP Cluck Cluck, that is a favorite.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Shout out to my man Curtis. He put me on that, the Toots version of that. Toots is a huge influence on the band, you know.
Hang on. I've just learned something. Stop. Toots has done a version of PP?
Yes. Toots has a version of PP Cluck.
You've just taught me something.
that was the first version I heard. So when you
play I've only ever heard the Pioneers version, kids.
Yes. Yeah,
I just learned something.
I'm pretty sure that Toots does have a version, yeah.
I will endeavour to dig it out of, excuse my language, my box after I've finished. I like saying that. So yes, I will. But okay. I can't believe I didn't know that. You've got all nice and clear now. I can see both your lovely faces. Hi again. Yes. Okay. I've just learned something. Every day's a school day, Gaby. Gaby baby. Yeah. Every day's a school day. That's really good. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do that. I'll check that out. And
then Phoenix City. Phoenix City is an awesome track.
Now then, real music. That's music. That's real music, kids.
I know.
But you know what I mean? Like, people go, look, let's just get really, this is me being really grumpy old person, because I'm much older than you. You will get here, okay? You're like in your late 30s, whatever you are, okay? You are going to get to a point where everything's going to irritate you. Just not yet. It's coming. I'm warning you now. I'm there, okay?
Our drummer's there.
Okay. So you're going to get to a point where I'm at that point where you get in the car, and suddenly you'll just find yourself going, oh, when you sit down, and you didn't know you were doing it, or why. Okay? So you will do that. So let me tell you, the stuff in the charts now, forget our genre and what we love, is crap. Okay? Sorry. Most music now is kind of shite, okay? But it is, right? There's nothing anymore that really grabs. Okay, there's a new Foo Fighters album out. Of course, that's wonderful. But most stuff in the charts, really, it's just no one writes anything that grabs or grips my shit anymore, right? But I know it's old, but like that Phoenix City, you listen, that's what real music sounds like.
I know.
Yeah.
It has a soul.
That's right. Your stuff does. What I'm saying is charty stuff, commercial charty stuff now. Yeah. It's just...
Yeah.
It's just too much reverb and zero tone.
Overproduced. Overproduced.
And I hate dance music, but that's just personal. I just hate it. It just sounds like a car alarm. It's not really music. So that's just personal. I'm really whinging now. Carry on.
What are you drinking? Is it just water?
Just water, because I'm 3 weeks post-surgery.
You doing okay?
I'm good. Thank you for asking, you lovely people. I'm okay, but I'm not allowed alcohol for 1 more week. Yippee!
Countdown.
Melody's here. Yo, sis. Yo, sissy. Melody's here. Hey, baby girl. She pretty. She purdy. So yeah, one more week and I can have back on the bourbon, because I usually have a bourbon here every week. That's it. My one drink a week. I just have bourbon. But yes, no, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. So one of my listeners is just asking how it is. Yo, sis, she says, Melody, the boys are here, darling. It's a beautiful thing. It's been a long time coming. It's beautiful. We're talking about the band. So, yeah. So, okay. So where were we? I don't know when you're going to get out again, but what will be great is when we actually do, or you do get out again, you can do gigs and you'll get probably booked at festivals and stuff. That's going to be great for you.
Very exciting.
Have you done gigs? Have you done gigs yet as your band?
Not as our band. No.
Not as a project, no. We were pretty much ready at the beginning of the pandemic. We were ready to go into 2020. Like most people, planned a big year, and then life kind of happened. So, but we just took the extra time to get better, like to build better set lists,
Brilliant.
To become better musicians, to write. And I think we're actually pretty grateful for the time. We've actually built the studio that we're in now. We've invested a lot into like our gear and our production. So, as hard as like dealing with like the pandemic was, we honestly made the best of it, and it'll probably be better for us in the long run, and that's pretty exciting. That's a very positive way of thinking about it, because it's not easy. A lot of people are a lot of people aren't even sleeping properly. It's like this whole messy circadian rhythm that everybody's, but everyone, that's a universal thing, I'm not being negative. I'm just saying, like, the whole of our world has just gone, it's just, we will come out of it. We really will. Of course, we have to. Yeah. No, we do. And music will be there. Music will be a big part of it coming back, It's kind of like it created a demand, and now we just have to kind of fill the supply, and, we'll be ready whenever the time comes, and, hopefully, and I guess it'll make it that much better, right? Once we I agree. I think there'll be a massive mental reset, and the gratitude will be huge that you can't believe you're outside listening to a gig again. Yeah.
Yeah, and we've been utilizing our time. We're making videos. Our goal is to make a video for everything that we release. So every song we release, we're gonna have a video, and we're trying to branch out for more content. So we've been just churning out left and right, production wise. When we're not in the studio and we're not rehearsing here, we're pretty much in front of the camera. Brilliant. Because as the landscape of the music industry has completely changed, and it is about reach, and it is. It shouldn't be about followers, but it is as well, and a lot of people I know have got, DIY bands that are very successful. They haven't needed a record company, and they've done it themselves, like I'm doing it myself in broadcasting. I'm not affiliated with a major station yet. I've been asked, but I like doing it this way because it gives me freedom, and to use foul language, but what, darling? This is the only radio station I listen to. In my car, I got Spotify on, but on Thursdays, this is the only radio station I listen to. Probably the only radio station I've listened to in maybe like 7 years. I know. Oh, I love it. That's so cool. They keep cutting good music off the radio, so it's enlightening to see, people like you doing it on your own. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, it is. It is. I thanks. Oh, I just want to. I mean, I'm going to do I'm still doing this, but I'm going to do a completely other show, don't you? That's coming. I've just been really slack. We're not talking about my stuff, but I'm just telling you, it will be all other music and new music. So I'll put you on that, but it will be new stuff. So it'll be emerging music, everything else we've ever listened to, but not this, because this is small, this genre, it is, but it's still fabulous. Yeah. And, nobody, a lot of people do it, but they just sort of play the records and say nothing. I wanted to do something different with both. Basically, I wanted to do like what, way before you were, kids. There was a guy called John Peel, and he's like my hero. That's what I wanted to do, something, but using reggae and stuff like that. He found loads and loads. You probably heard of him. You have heard of him. He's a legend. Anyway, right. So
let's move on. So we're going to, so yeah, the landscape of business has changed.
Yes.
And it is about content, and which can be quite exhausting as well. It's quite a pressure on top of other jobs or whatever. You know, you're a bit pressured to nudge yourself to, you know, I've got to make a video. I've got to, you know, there's ways of doing it. You can, you know, but it is quite.
We definitely have pushback. Our drummer Jared, he definitely does not want to be in front of the camera, and we've slowly conditioned him to be able to be kind of showy. But it's fun too. It's good to know that our audience can get to know us in various ways other than just listening to a track, you know. We're trying to put everything out there because, like you said, like that's really what it is. It's kind of just reach, and if we can reach a more broader audience than just the ska world, as small as it is, then it'd be fantastic. And we do have other, you know, we have a lot of influences, so we like to range ourselves from punk, ska, reggae. So we're kind of in a bracket where we have some songs that are almost strictly punk, and we have almost thrash songs. So
yeah,
we don't necessarily kind of stay in one lane as it is music-wise. So we're trying to branch out and do whatever we can, really, in this time that we're stuck here. We don't want to be stuck inside just twiddling our thumbs. So.
Yeah. So metaphorically, you don't want to be stuck in a box in there, and you don't want to be stuck in a box in a genre, which is, you know, look at that. Did you see that?
Yes.
Did you see that?
Awesome.
There we go. There we go. A friend of mine in England has just joined, and she wants to say hi to you. So we want to say hi to her because she's one of the nicest people I know. Hi, Carmen.
Hi, Carmen.
Hey,
Here we go. Hey, Carmen. Yeah, lots of people can't wait. So there's somebody saying she can't wait for the album. Worth the wait. I need the album. The Hella's in the house. So that's Melody. She does. We're not going to keep talking to Melody. I'm only kidding. I love her. Kidding. Yeah, but there are a lot of people saying they're excited for the album. This is good. This is good stuff. So
yeah, it's exciting. We're really excited to put it out.
Yeah, and I'm still waiting for the merch. You should put merch out because you've got good. You're good. You're good. You're both visual, especially you, photographer. You know, you're both creative. A lot of creative in that band. Get your merch out. Merch equals money, kids. You know that.
Yeah, you know, like Melody said, DIY. You know, we're all creatives. Like
always.
You know, we've done all our like kind of logos in house, all our photography, all our videography.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like as much as we're all musicians, we try to be artists in other ways and try to, you know, utilize all of that, you know, in-house as much as we can. And if not be afraid to reach out to somebody who knows a little more about something and bring them in and try to help.
Yeah. I mean, I know someone phenomenal at branding, just saying, who did my branding. And he's amazing. He's in South Africa. He did all my branding. I love my branding. I'm just saying, he's so cool. I literally just said to him, I want it to look like Batman. I want it to look like a Liechtenstein painting. And I want the colours of the Jamaican flag. Make it look like that. And he just, there, I was like that. Yes.
I love the logo.
Nice.
Don't you love it when you just go, this is in my head. Can you make it look like that? And he just did. That's clever. We love that.
You could feel when
it's clever. It's clever. If you ever need him, I'll put you in touch with him. Look at me. Look at me networking in the middle of an interview. That's fine. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Always about the business, kids. So the Hellas. Who named it the Hellas? Why is it called the Hellas? I can't believe I've just left that out for the last half an hour. Go on.
I don't really know who said it, but it's kind of a Bay Area word. It's true. Wherever we go, wherever we've gone in the world, we've had people point out, "Oh, you're from the Bay Area," just by people talking to us, and it kind of just fell into place. We were really flabbergasted it wasn't a band name, to be honest. And as a ska band, I think it was that puzzle piece that just worked.
Right.
At least for East Bay ska band.
Yeah, the big thing too is like I said, if you look up on Wikipedia the word hella, it actually, whoever the hell wrote it, could be somebody, but it actually references that high school that we all went to, you know. And kind of when I looked that up, I was like, damn, you know, because our mascot kind of sucked, and we weren't gonna go with that. So yeah, I think hella.
Say that again. Your high school was called Hella?
No, the high school were the Monarchs, but that's
okay.
Yeah, see, that wasn't really us, but you know, we all just kind of use the verbiage. It's very popular around here, and it just kind of stuck. There's a bunch of stuff here with that kind of like reference, and it kind of says like this is where we're from.
Yeah, as in hella good.
Oh yeah.
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 So would you believe? I mean, I know a lot about America. Well, I'm not an expert, but I'm not just saying this. It's a renowned thing with me. It's my favorite country in the whole world. I've always wanted to live there since I was a child.
Wow.
But I've never heard. Yeah, always. When I was really, really young, like a baby, like 8, we had like an exchange program with our. I'm going to change it for you. Headmaster, principal at the school. And we had an American guy come, and I was like, in a non-creepy way, 8 years old, hanging off his leg. I just was so glued to this guy, and I just wanted to. I want to live there. I want to live there. It's far away. They sound different. Oh, I was obsessed, and it's never left me. America's in here. I'm obsessed with it. But I mean, I used to go every single year. Obviously, I can't leave the frigging country. But I mean, I would have lived there. I don't know if I'd live there now. It's a bit messy.
Oh.
I really mean it, but my point is, getting to the point, because I always do that, getting to the point is, I'd never heard of East Bay until I met you.
Oh.
Yeah, we always get lumped in with San Francisco Bay Area. So anywhere I see it, it's San Francisco Bay Area. But we're here, we break it down to the north, south, and then we're East Bay. So North Bay is, San Francisco, and you have the peninsula. And then you have South Bay, where we're at right now in our rehearsal space. But yeah, we're from the East Bay, California. Gilman Street from Berkeley. A lot of, yeah.
Are you anywhere near Pacifica?
We're on the other side of the bay from Pacifica.
Yeah, Pacifica
Okay, I've got a friend of mine who's a great photographer. He lives in Pacifica. He's English, but he lives in Pacifica.
Gorgeous landscaping over there.
We used to cut through and go to Pacifica, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a city.
Yeah, no, it is great landscape. But yeah, I've not really been to much in the West. I've been to LA, and I'm being really honest. They can keep it.
Yeah. It's
Sorry. I just found it. There's no community. It's
a little much. It's a little much.
It's just, how are you? I just couldn't. No, I couldn't. It's just.
But you go further north.
I'm not dissing. I'm just saying that I'm not making a sweeping generalization of California. I swear to God, because some of it's stunning, and you're for where. But when I went to LA, I was just like, this is not my favorite place, not my favorite state. I'm not loving you. I'm just not state. Like, LA was just no.
Yeah.
And I've been to other parts of America and been blown away.
Yes, sometimes you got to get out of the city. Sometimes you got to kind of get out of.
Are you both born and bred, Callie? Born and bred.
Born and raised in Hayward.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually born in LA, so.
Sorry, darling.
But I was raised in the Bay Area with these guys. We all, like I said.
Yeah.
And
it's probably
like very much like a place where if you get to know the locals, that's where it's at. Like every other city, you got to know where the spots are at. You got to know where to go. Every city you could say that about, and that's
you're right. You're right.
Sometimes, meeting
you're
the
right.
locals.
No, you're right. You're right. I feel bad, but WeHo was cool, but then I love drag. I love drag. Yeah, I said WeHo was great because I love drag, but other than that, it was just, I don't know. It was just, don't know. But anyway, let's go back to music. We're digressing. Let's go back to music. What else do you listen to now? I know you tell me who influenced you playing bass and you as well, Gabe. Tell me who influenced the way you play your music. I know you grew up listening to ska and punk. I know.
Major influences, I'd say Matt Freeman from Rancid, and maybe Tony Kanal from No Doubt, just because the way he introduces phrases and the way that he can make a bass line be part of this, be a reoccurring notion in your head as part of the song, is not just a background, but once that part comes around again, that's the verse, or that's the chorus, and I can always hear his bass line and know it's him. Same thing with Matt Freeman. I can always hear his bass line, and no matter how hectic or no matter how punk and fast, it's solid and it's in the pocket, and it's just so I'd say those two are my main influences when it comes to bass as a whole. And I follow a lot with no, I'd say those two guys are our main influence. Sorry.
That's fine. I mean, you know, that's like a massive, massive compliment to a musician when you know it's them just by their, you know, there's like one or two drummers that I know, not personally, but sort of. Well, I mean, like, I'm not friends with Stuart Copeland, but I know it's Stuart Copeland within a second, and it doesn't have to be a Police track. I just know by the hi-hat it's Stuart Copeland. Nobody sounds like him. Yeah, and another drummer that I do know, I know it's him just by the snare. I just know, it's it's Stevie when he plays the harmonica. Nobody plays the harp like Stevie. You know, it's a thing,
Yep.
and it's not often that happens, that someone stands out.
It's true. Yeah, their own sound. Yeah. That's what we're all searching.
Yeah, of course. And you know, there you go. Big up from Germany.
Yo,
Mark, I remember this person. I remember this person before, and I can never. I can't pronounce their Instagram name. And then last time they kindly said, "This is my actual name," and I can't remember. Please, it might be Mark, but it just looks like so many different. It looks like an amalgamation of 5 names, so I just can never know. But you can tell me your name. Hi from in Germany. I've got listeners everywhere. It's quite cool. It's quite remarkable. And Gabe, my darling, who influenced you, darling? Tell me.
As a guitarist, I love Jimi Hendrix. You know, he's God. He's the God. You know, but like I know. As a songwriter, I love Bob Marley. I love Johnny Cash. You know,
the Cash man.
You know, like Dolly. A lot of these. Yeah, I mean, just the more we progress, I really get into songwriting. So you know, I a lot of those people, I like try to read their lyrics, kind of get in their head, see what they write about and how they talk about things that matter to them. And yeah, but I mean, Jimmy on the guitar. My dad was a huge metalhead, so like Metallica, Iron Maiden, Amazing Brits, you know, Judas Priest.
Yep.
All that stuff. So yeah, I mean, our influences are super wide, and that's, you know, we try to incorporate a little bit of this and that to help us stand out. So
yeah. I love that your dad was a metalhead. That's so cool.
All the way. And
isn't that the coolest thing?
So cool. Especially here in this era, you know, the Motley Crue, like Poison, a lot of those bands that came out of the LA scene, the LA Guns. Just, you know, it's cool. It's cool to be in the mix of everything. California does get a bad rap sometimes, but we keep turning out good music. So
we're doing something right.
Yeah, I mean, that might be a fair trade-off.
How many people can go, yeah, my dad was a metalhead? I can't. That's like the coolest thing. My dad was listening to Sammy, you know, and Johnny Mathis and stuff, you know, and hey, nothing wrong with that, Giiz. I mean, you know, yeah, of course, and you know, yeah, Sammy. I was just thinking, Mr. Bojangles and stuff. But yeah, I mean, he's much older.
My first show as my dad took me to was Motorhead and Ronnie James Dio. So.
Dio!
I know, Ronnie.
Last in line.
I know.
Now that's good.
Yeah.
Last in line. Do you know what I'm going to do? Do you know what I'm doing, Gabe? I'm so excited. You've fired me like a cannon. Hang on a second. I must calm down. I'm all excited. You know I do the thing right at the end, the off-road track.
Yes.
You know I'm doing last in line, don't you? You
do
know
it.
I am. I'm doing it for your dad, Gaby.
Thank you.
What's his name?
His name is Gabriel too. Very creative.
Beautiful. Are you Gabriel Jr.?
Yes, Junior.
Are you Gabriel Jr. really? Because you know the Americans do that, don't they?
I know.
Okay, I'm doing it for Gabe Senior. I'm doing it.
I will let him know.
Oh my God, I'm so playing the last in line. It's the best.
Yes, I know.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Yeah, just like, you know, it just sounds like a really good. Yeah, my dad was a metalhead. How cool is that? I love it. I'm so impressed. Yeah.
Thank you.
Favorite Hendrix song?
Manic Depression.
Manic Depression. Okay.
Manic Depression has been my favorite song for a while. Yeah. And what I love about Jimmy is he even talked about how he didn't really like his voice when he started. He was always a guitarist, and he kind of like had to learn to like his voice, and it's just kind of, you know, like we all kind of struggle with that. So to hear Insecurity from the greatest guitarist that ever lived is pretty awesome.
So, someone's written about Jimmy. He was left-handed and he didn't switch the strings. Mind-blowing.
I know.
I think that's what they're talking about. Yeah, he was left-handed and he didn't switch the strings. I mean, Mr. Hendrix. Yeah.
Yeah, he played his Strat upside down.
Wow. You know what's a great track? Crosstown Traffic. Oh my lord.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I can't. Shall I play that instead? No, I'll play last in line, I swear. Behave. Get out of hand.
If you ever make it to Seattle, Washington, there's a Jimi Hendrix statue there. He's actually
not been to Washington.
Yes. If you ever make it to Seattle, Washington, he's buried there, and there's a statue downtown Seattle. And so put that on your bucket list for America.
I will put it on my bucket list. Montana's first.
Yes. Beautiful Montana.
I was supposed to go to Montana a couple of years ago, but something I had a little family tragedy and couldn't go. But one day, that's on my bucket list, Montana. Where was I going? Red Lodge. Oh, Red Lodge, Montana.
Ooh,
see,
yeah. Please come back to California.
I will come back to California.
Yeah,
where did I go? I can't even remember. Where did I go? Hang on. Where did I stay?
Yeah, make your way to the Bay Area.
Marina Del Rey. Marina Del Rey. That's where I went. Marina Del Rey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, beach city.
Yeah, you need to go north.
I want to see the redwoods, kids. So I went to Marina Del Rey. But they took me to. I've seen nothing of California. I'm just moaning about LA, which is wrong. I've seen nothing. Right? What do I know? I'm just some Brit tourist. What do I know? Right? Okay. Don't diss California. Thank you.
You live and you learn.
You live. Listen.
We got everything.
Hello. PP cluck cluck with
PP
two. I mean, every day's a school day, kids. Jeez. So you're doing creative stuff. You're videoing. You're filming. You're preparing for the album. You built a little studio. Nice drum kit, by the way, in there. It's fire. That drum kit behind you. Fire color.
It is.
That's a cool. Is that a custom kit?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's whatever our drummers got.
It's cool. They're just cool looking drums. Somebody's just said they've also got a statue on in a small island in Germany of Jimmy. I didn't know that.
Jimmy.
Okay, so their favorite. They're just letting you know in Germany their favorite Hendrix song is "Strange Things."
I'll make my way there.
"Strange Things" is their favorite song. This lady in Germany. I think it's a lady. I can't remember. We've got quite a few people watching us, guys. Now I'm going to have to let you go in about 5 minutes so I can play. Not yet. Don't cry. It's okay. We'll do it again.
It was fun.
We'll do it again when you've got an album.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, it'll be great. It'll be great, and we'll get everyone together in the studio, which would be great. You could do. It would be great if we did a live and played. Wouldn't that be ace?
Oh, we'll
make it happen. We'll make it happen.
We will, and then we can talk about the album, which would be even better.
Yeah.
We can come back and talk about the album anytime. You're welcome here. We love you guys. But unfortunately the time goes extremely quickly, and also I need to end the show with an off-road track, but we won't do that yet. So when are you next guy? So what's the rules there? Like, so some people can go to the studio, but kind of here, as in parentheses, work. And I don't know what it is with you guys there. So, I mean, obviously you may not be able to say either, you dig. But I mean, have you been able to can you go in a studio? Okay, decent question. Can you go in a studio and just stand apart? Surely you can. I know people that be doing it in the South.
We keep it safe too.
Yeah.
We keep it safe.
Can you do that?
Our engineer is very adamant about safety, and it's pretty much Ryan, our engineer, and us four. So we don't have anybody extra, and we are pretty much far apart. We're at all corners of the studio.
Yeah, and the main room and the production room are separated too. So unless it's very rare that we're even close to each other, we set up pretty far from each other, so we can keep each other safe. And everyone still wears masks, and we're so we're lucky to still have the opportunity to jump in the studio. But yeah, I mean, it's been a safe process so far. We're pretty much like family now. So, you know, that's how we kind of try to keep each other safe.
Are you wearing masks when you sing?
Not yet.
Yeah, I was going to say,
public,
give me a break. Yeah.
In public, maybe. I've seen it done. I'm not sold on it yet, though.
Geez, you can't. You've got your own mic stand or whatever. You'll be fine. But I mean,
yeah, I think we might do like a plastic barrier thing when the time comes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tattoo studios have been doing it for years. It's it's fine. Yeah.
Yes.
I find it astonishing that they can't work when they're one of the safest industries you could ever walk into.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, and I'm not just saying because I'm really, really heavily tattooed under here, but it's just such a joke that tattooists can't work at the minute. I understand no one can, but I'm just saying, of all the places, it's the most hyper sanitized of all industries.
Yeah.
It's insane, but there you go. It is what it is. Guys, thank you for it. It was brief but beautiful. That was so American what I just said. I didn't mean it. It was a joy. Now here's the sincerity. It was a joy. It was brief. We will do it again.
Yes, we will. Thank you for inviting us and making it happen. No. We'd love to.
Thank you for a little chit chat.
Yeah. Well, thank you for all your support too. You've supported us throughout the way. Like, and as soon as you found out about us, you've had our backs. So we appreciate you. And like we try and share anytime we see you. Yeah. You know, we understand the love and we definitely send it back. So
it is real love. I don't do any. If you listen, you know I don't do BS. I don't say anything I don't mean, and I do it with actual love. And I heard that song and I lost my ever loving mind. It was brilliant. So and also the fight for your right. Your stuff's good. The lyrics are brilliant. I lost my mind when I heard who's going to save the children from the Jeffrey Epsteins. It's still never not going to be funny, that line ever. It's serious as well. But I mean, it is an actual piece of genius, right? Just so you know, I don't know who wrote it, but it is a piece of small genius. Just so you know, I literally, when I heard it, I was just I think I was drinking and the water went everywhere. I was like that. That's I just so didn't.
We try to keep it real. We keep it real. That's all.
Yeah, it's an actual stroke of absolute hilarity and genius songwriting. That is. It made me laugh so much. I was just like, yes, someone got that into a song.
Well, we're doing our job right.
Yeah, I loved it. Oh, Melody, yay for the Hellas. Love you, Mel. Amazing. So there, you got look at the love. Amazing interview with Giiz and Gaby Baby. Oh, darlings, thank you for joining us here at BlamBlamRadio, and all the lovely people listening in America and all around the world. The Hellas will be back with us at some point. We love them dearly, and they'll be with an album, and hopefully we can all. The joy it will give me genuinely to one day say, you can go and see the Hellas at www. and the venue, and it will just be the best thing ever. And I'll be like a little old Jewish mum, like I am now, with like my children are going out into the world. It'll just be the best thing. Right.
Thank you.
So, okay, darlings,
we're going to make it happen.
Absolute joy. You know it will happen. Let's just all get vaccinated and just behave ourselves. Stop wearing masks here, not you people. Here, what is this? What is this?
I know.
I'm sorry, things come out of here. I told someone I'd say that. Yeah, and the great thing is it's here, so I'm just going, put it over your frigging nose, and no one knows I've said it. I'm like Darth Vader, right, just walking around. So, and people that do it here, but I've got to make a phone call. Sorry, you can actually still do it through the mask, just so you know.
Through the mask.
Just letting you know. If they can sing through a mask.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And they're saying 2 masks and 3 masks are good. Now they're saying like extra protection is good, so it's always good to double up.
Yeah, that's how babies are stopped made. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that didn't say that. Right. So, darlings, it's been an absolute joy. I've got 5 minutes left because I need to play that. I've got to play that. That's Gabe Senior. Yeah. It's happening.
Okay. Play the Dio.
Big love, peace, my brethren. Okay.
Thank you,
my essay, my canal, my babies. Okay,
Gracias.
love you. Peace.
All right, y'all.
Stay safe,
Bye.
boys. Bye, darling.